Greeting YouTube. Today we're looking at a Miller's Falls Tools V-Line vise. And this is a portable vise so that you can move it around your shop and put it where you want to. And it has the big advantage of allowing you to put things either horizontally like this or mounting them vertically like that. I picked this up at an estate sale. I paid 10 bucks for it, and I am so happy. This thing is held onto the bench with a C-clamp style screw right there. There are, in fact, under here, there's a couple of small ridges that help bite into the surface, so be aware that it will leave marks on your tool bench, but this is a piece of plywood that I have considered to be completely disposable. I mean, I've drilled holes in it for purposes for clamping, so I don't mind if it does that. But if you do have a surface that you are concerned with, be aware that you may want to put down like a piece of leather or something between this and the object. The beauty of it, until you just put your object in, it's going to move a little bit. Sorry about that, because I'm doing this one-handed. Obviously, if I was doing it two-handed, I could hold it in place with my other hand. But it does a great job. And this says Miller's Falls Company, number 1406, made in the USA. I know that Craftsman also made one of these. Sorry for the shake. Also made one of these. I think I might even have one that's missing a jaw that I never got around to fixing. And then I stumbled upon this one at another estate sale, and I'm like, whoa, $10? I'm taking that with me. And this thing has proved itself to be absolutely indispensable. Since I've purchased it, and it's been like a month, I've used it on every single project I've built since then. I work on in my shop every weekend, and every weekend I've used this thing. And it's, I mean, vertical and horizontal, it is just so handy. Because yeah, I have a vise over here, and this is an awesome vise. It's even got a nice pipe section in here. I love this thing, and there are times when I use this all the time, probably pretty much every project. But when it does hold things, it's holding things at this level, where I can get something held here horizontally at a lower level. And that is very helpful when I'm doing certain projects. Getting something that's the bench height, or if I can put it over here on my other bench, which is even a little bit lower, I think this is like 2 inches lower than this one, that can put it at the height I need it to be while I'm working on something. So the ability to move this around the shop is just marvelous. I love this thing. I am so glad I own it. And like I said, I know that Craftsman made a version, so those may be easier to find than these Miller's Falls versions, because they are antiques. They don't make them anymore. But I do recommend, if you have a shop, particularly if you have a small shop, if you're cramped for space, and you're just doing work in your house, you're working on your kitchen or something like that, this could, solve a lot of problems for you, allowing you to hold things vertically and horizontally, as long as you take into account it's going to leave marks on your surface. But if you have a sacrificial top like I do, and you don't care, but you have a small shop and you don't have a vise, this could solve problems. In addition, you can take this to a job site. You have a friend that's doing something, bring this to the project. You know what I mean? Take this with you. You may not use it, but then again, when you need a vise that needs to hold something down, there you go. You have that eventuality covered. And so if you're going to somebody's house to do a job, this could solve problems for you. I love this thing. I'm so happy I own it. I was thrilled to find it. It's a piece of history, and in addition, because I got it at an estate sale, this used to be some guy's tool. This lived in his shop. He used it. I'm keeping that alive. I am using his tools. His tools are going to continue being live things, as opposed to sitting on a shelf somewhere where someone may buy it because they're a collector. No. I'm going to use this. And for me, that's important, that guy's tools get used. So, this has been a Miller's Falls Tool Company V-Line portable vise. Highly recommended. I think you need one. I'm happy I got mine.